In essence, a man cannot be a man without LDL, and a woman cannot be a woman without LDL. What if I told you that LDL isn't always the villain it's made out to be? It's not just about having high LDL levels. You could even have a normal level of LDL. But if those LDL particles are of low quality, they can still contribute to inflammation and plaque formation, increasing the risk of cardiovascular diseases. That's why I'm cautious about prescribing statins for someone with high LDL. It's my firm belief that to truly solve a problem, we must address its root cause, not just manage its symptoms. Peace be upon you and welcome back to MedHuman. I'm Dr. Haitham Faraj, a certified cardiologist, nutritionist, personal trainer, and the founder of MedHuman, your trusted source for all things health, fitness, and wellness. Today, we're diving into a topic that has sparked much debate over the years: LDL cholesterol. For decades, LDL has been demonized, often labeled as the bad cholesterol and blamed as the primary culprit behind cardiovascular disease. But is that really the full story, or have we been misled by oversimplified headlines? What if I told you that LDL isn't always the villain it's made out to be? Today, I want to offer you a fresh perspective on LDL. The truth is, not all LDL is the same. Some types of LDL may not be as harmful as we've been led to believe. And understanding these differences is crucial for maintaining a healthy heart. By the end of this episode, you'll have a clearer understanding of why these different patterns of LDL matter and how they can impact your cardiovascular health. So let's begin by asking, is LDL really as bad as we think? Or have we misunderstood its role? Let's find out together. Cholesterol is a waxy fat-like substance found in every cell of the body, playing a vital role in hormone production, vitamin D synthesis, and digestion. It is naturally produced by the body and also obtained from certain foods. Because our blood is watery, fats like cholesterol need carriers to move through the bloodstream. These carriers are lipoproteins, small packages made of fats and proteins. The main types of lipoproteins are chylomicrons, VLDL, RDL, HDL, and LDL, with LDL being the smallest in size. Among these, the two most important are LDL, which stands for low-density lipoprotein, and HDL, which stands for high-density lipoprotein. LDL's primary function is to transport cholesterol from the liver to the cells of the body, as our cells need cholesterol to function. On the other hand, HDL does the opposite. It carries cholesterol away from the cells and back to the liver for processing and removal from the body. Cholesterol is fundamental to maintaining the integrity and flexibility of cell membranes, which are crucial for various cellular functions, including signaling and protein activity. Beyond this, cholesterol is a key building block for steroid hormones, such as cortisol, aldosterone, and sex hormones like estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone. LDL plays a vital role in transporting cholesterol throughout the body, ensuring that these essential hormones reach the cells that need them. Simply put, when it comes to the transportation of sex hormones, LDL is indispensable. Without it, the very hormones that define male and female characteristics wouldn't be delivered to where they are needed. In essence, a man cannot be a man without LDL, and a woman cannot be a woman without LDL. So let's break it down. LDL, or low-density lipoprotein, is one of the major carriers of cholesterol in your bloodstream. But here is the kicker. Not all LDL is the same. It's crucial to understand that LDL is not just one entity. We've got two main types, pattern A and pattern B. Pattern A is the good guy here, large, buoyant, and fluffy, and less likely to cause any trouble. Think of it as the soft, cushiony marshmallow in your bloodstream. It doesn't penetrate your vessel walls or cause cardiovascular issues. But then we've got pattern B, the troublemaker, small, dense, and far more dangerous. It looks like those hard, unpopped kernels at the bottom of your popcorn bag. Now, why pattern B LDL so concerning? These small, dense particles can sneak into the walls of your arteries, where they are more likely to undergo oxidation. When LDL becomes oxidized, it sets off a harmful chain reaction. Immune cells, rush to the site, transforming into foam cells. Over time, these foam cells accumulate, leading to plaque buildup and significantly increasing your risk of heart disease. Moreover, oxidized LDL is not easily recognized by the standard LDL receptors in the liver, which affects the liver ability to clear these particles from the bloodstream. This oxidative modification disrupts the normal interaction between LDL and its receptors, further reducing the liver's capacity to remove these harmful particles. Research has established a strong link between small dense LDL pattern B and a heightened risk of cardiovascular diseases. So remember, it's not just about having high LDL levels, it's about the type of LDL you have and what it's doing in your body. You could even have a normal level of LDL, but if those LDL particles are of low quality, they can still contribute to inflammation and plaque formation, increasing the risk of cardiovascular diseases. Several factors contribute to elevated levels of pattern B LDL, including diet, genetics, and lifestyle choices like not engaging in regular physical activity or smoking. Understanding these factors is essential for effectively managing LDL and reducing cardiovascular risk. Let's delve into how diet and lifestyle choices can significantly impact LDL levels. The foods you consume are crucial in determining which type of LDL predominates in your bloodstream. A diet high in refined carbohydrates can trigger a process known as de novo lipogenesis, where excess carbohydrates are converted into fat in the liver, resulting in an increase in the more harmful pattern B LDL levels. This issue is further compounded by a sedentary lifestyle where glycogen stores remain full, making it difficult for the body to effectively manage fat production. Research has shown that diets high in simple sugars and starches, particularly those with a high glycemic index, can lead to a rise in small dense LDL particles, which are more closely associated with cardiovascular risk. Notably, a study by Kelly et al. Highlights that inhibiting the enzyme acetyl-CoA carboxylase, which is central to this pathway, could reduce the formation of small dense LDL particles. This finding suggests promising future therapeutic strategies for managing LDL levels. To help keep your glycogen stores in check and minimize the risk of elevated pattern B LDL, regular physical activity is crucial. Even something as simple as a 30-minute walk after meals can significantly improve your LDL profile. Moreover, a systemic review and meta-analysis examined the effects of carbohydrate-restricted diets on LDL particle size and number. The findings revealed that reducing carbohydrate intake was associated with an increase in LDL peak particle size and a decrease in the number of total and small LDL particles. This suggests that a lower carbohydrate intake may shift LDL from the smaller, denser pattern B to larger, less atherogenic subclasses, thereby reducing cardiovascular risk. Another key factor that can affect LDL is omega-6 fatty acids, particularly those found in seed oils. Unfortunately, these fats are highly pervasive in our diets, and there's something crucial you need to know. According to a study, a diet high in omega-6 fatty acids, especially when not balanced with omega-3s, can lead to the oxidation of LDL particles, contributing to the buildup of plaques in your arteries. But it doesn't stop there. A diet high in omega-6 also promotes inflammation, a key player in cardiovascular disease. This inflammation further exacerbates the oxidation of LDL particles, adding fuel to the fire and increasing your cardiovascular risk. So what's the key takeaway? Be conscious of your omega-6 intake and avoid consuming seed oils like corn oil, sunflower oil, canola oil, and palm oil. Instead, strive for a better balance with omega-3s to protect your heart and manage your LDL levels effectively. Prioritize natural, healthier fat sources such as organic grass-fed butter, organic ghee, extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil, and coconut oil. By making these changes, you can support your cardiovascular health and keep those LDL particles in check. Here's a valuable tip for you. To know what type of LDL you have, pay close attention to your triglyceride to HDL ratio. Research shows that a higher ratio is often a strong indicator of the presence of small dense LDL particles, pattern B, the type that's most associated with heart disease. The beauty of this method is its simplicity and effectiveness. You don't need any expensive or complex tests. So next time you get your lipid panel results, take a moment to divide your triglyceride levels in milligram per deciliter by your HDL levels in milligram per deciliter. If the result is greater than 2, it's a red flag, signaling that you may be metabolically unhealthy and at an increased risk for cardiovascular disease. This quick calculation can give you crucial insight into your heart health, empowering you to take action before it's too late. Another effective method for determining the type of LDL in your bloodstream is by measuring your ApoB levels. Apolipoprotein B, or ApoB, is a protein found in LDL particles. While this measurement doesn't directly assess the size of LDL particles, it's a valuable indirect indicator. Since each LDL particle contains one ApoB molecule, higher ApoB levels can suggest a greater number of LDL particles, particularly the smaller, denser ones associated with pattern B. By knowing your ApoB levels, you can gain crucial insight into your cardiovascular risk and take proactive steps to manage it. Now, let's discuss the pharmacological treatments available for managing this condition, starting with statins and their role. Statins are widely regarded as the gold standard in treating acute cardiovascular events, primarily due to their potent anti-inflammatory effects. They are also the first-line treatment for familial hypercholesterolemia, with studies showing that statin therapy in these patients significantly reduces the risk of cardiovascular disease. But what about individuals with high LDL who don't have additional risk factors or familial hypercholesterolemia? The benefits of statins in such cases are much less clear. A meta-analysis of 11 randomized controlled trials involving over 65,000 participants found that statins had no significant impact on all-cause mortality in a high-risk primary prevention population. Moreover, when it comes to reducing the more harmful pattern B LDL, the small, dense LDL particles associated with cardiovascular diseases, statins may actually fall short. Research suggests that while statins do lower overall LDL levels, they can paradoxically increase the proportion of small, dense LDL particles among the total LDL count. This could explain why individuals without cardiovascular risk factors don't see the expected benefits from statins. Instead of reducing the most dangerous type of LDL, statins may inadvertently elevate it. That's why I'm cautious about prescribing statins for someone with high LDL. Before jumping to medication, I make sure to determine the type of LDL they have, either through ApoB levels or by analyzing their triglyceride to HDL ratio. If I find that the patient has a predominance of small dense LDL, I don't immediately turn to statins. Instead, I focus on lifestyle interventions, encouraging a healthy diet and regular physical activity, which have been shown to be more effective in reducing small dense LDL. Only if these lifestyle changes fail to lower their small dense LDL do I consider prescribing statins, keeping in mind that the patient could have undiagnosed familial hypercholesterolemia. It's time to rethink how we approach cholesterol. Instead of just focusing on lowering LDL overall, we need to address the root cause, which is insulin resistance, and shift the balance towards the healthier pattern A LDL. So, is LDL really our enemy? It's more complex than that. By understanding the nuances of LDL, you're better equipped to protect your heart health. Remember, it's about the type of LDL and your overall lifestyle. Now, a final message to all my esteemed colleagues in the medical field. First and foremost, I want to express my deep respect and admiration for the incredible work we do every day. Our commitment to treating patients and saving lives is nothing short of extraordinary, and it's something we should all be proud of. However, I'd like to offer a reflection that might challenge the way we approach our practice. It's my firm belief that to truly solve a problem, we must address its root cause, not just manage its symptoms. Consider this: when a patient with a heart attack or acute coronary syndrome arrives at our facility, we often rely on interventions like PCI or bypass grafting. These are undoubtedly crucial procedures, but do they truly address the underlying issue? Or are we merely treating the immediate consequences of a deeper problem? My friends, I suggest that our real enemy is not LDL cholesterol, it is insulin resistance. This is the hidden force driving the epidemic of obesity and cardiovascular events that keep our intensive care units constantly busy. Yet, as healthcare providers, we sometimes become overly focused on medications, overlooking the profound impact that proper nutrition and lifestyle changes can have on patient outcomes, often more effectively than medication alone. If you've ever questioned the long-term effectiveness of our treatments, ask yourself, how many of our patients return with the same or even worse conditions after we've intervened? The unfortunate truth is far too many. It also deeply concerns me when I see us, the caregivers, neglecting our own health. How can we expect our patients to prioritize their well-being if we don't lead by example? So I urge all of us to start with ourselves. Let's commit to healthy eating, to regular physical activity, whether it's a variety of exercises or simply a brisk 30-minute walk each day. In closing, let's remember, our greatest power in helping our patients begins with addressing the root causes of their conditions, not just the symptoms. By doing so, we can make a lasting impact not only on the lives of our patients, but also on our own. Thanks for being here, MedHuman family. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with your friends. We've discovered that around 88% of our view hours come from non-subscribers. So if you're watching and haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. It's totally free for you, but it really helps us continue our mission of spreading the right knowledge and improving the health of this sick planet. If you have any questions or thoughts, drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Let's spread the knowledge and empower each other to live healthier lives. That's it for today, and peace be upon you. Assalamu alaikum.